Hi, I'm David Norris, and I'm serving up the perfect podcast, Pompey Platter with Russ, Daz and Haz. Play up, Pompey!
Murphy scores! A magnificent goal! That's just wonderful from Josh Murphy! Shaughnessy, great saving! Shaughnessy at the near post! Chance for Colby Bishop over the goalkeeper, off the post and into the back of the net! Colby Bishop! Lang's got his fourth! A fourth for Callum Lang!
Hello and welcome to the Pompey Patter podcast. This is season 2, episode 13. Pompey need to stop pottering about. As usual, I'm joined by Haz and Russ. How you doing, boys? You all right?
Yeah, all good, mate.
Not bad, apart from Pompey.
Yeah, we're in a sticky situation, but like
That's what she said.
but this time next week we'll be looking all rosy. Hopefully. Anyway, so I digress. So this evening we're going to be talking about the Stoke game. Then we're going to move into the Birmingham and Wrexham previews. Harry's Who Am I? Russ's Taskmaster, and then any other business. And there's definitely not anything else missing because no one forgot their notepad. So, right, Stoke. Obviously, I wasn't there. I was having a few beers at the Oktoberfest, which kind of seems like a blessing in disguise now.
I only saw bits and bobs of the second half because my son's football match kicked off pretty much at the same time.
So, Haz.
Oh, good.
So, Haz. Unless Bob wants to chip in, it's Haz. Tell us about the first half.
Boring, with a side of boring and more boring. I don't really know what else to say.
So basically,
Stoke had a lot of the ball. We were just shite that day. We can never. I know we lost against Coventry, but we put in a decent performance against Coventry, and at least we can say sometimes you are just beaten by a better team. They were better players. They were kind of more organised. They're just that level above of championship players. They're in the bracket above us, or maybe even some of them probably 2 brackets above. And obviously when we had it when we were in League One, when it's going your way and you've got that kind of momentum train going, even if you have things kind of, everything goes your way. The second balls, the little nicks off the defender will end up at the striker's foot rather than going to the goalkeeper or this, that and the other, right? And that's what they've got going on at the minute. But we seem to struggle, and we had it, and it's the same last year. We seem to struggle to be able to put 2 performances in a row. And I don't know, it has to be down to either poor coaching in a way that they can't G up the players, or it's the players aren't physically capable of playing back-to-back games. So in that case, the management need to make a couple more changes to that starting 11. But I also understand there wasn't a whole lot of changes probably needed from the Coventry game, but maybe there is. And the other thing is probably player mentality. We had it last year where we were up for the Leeds game. We beat Leeds 1-0 at home. 4 days later or 3 days later, we then lose to bottom of the table Plymouth, who we lost 6 points to, by the way, which is still embarrassing. We then obviously have Coventry. We do pretty decent in that. We show a good account of ourselves against the flying goal-scoring team. We only lose 2-1, which is a pretty decent scoreline considering what they've done to other teams. And then we go and put this performance in against Stoke, which was so lacking anything until Josh Murphy came on. There was just nothing. We're playing 4-4-2. Chaplin's still trying to play kind of right wing / the right side 10 and Williams pushing up. That is not working. That needs to be binned off. He either needs to play as an out-and-out 10 or be dropped right now, because we can't play him on the right anymore. It's done. That system, that trial and error, whatever you call it, is done. He needs to go. Bishop needs to be... I've stuck up for Bishop plenty of times. He doesn't need to be dropped. He needs to be dropped. He doesn't need to be dropped because he's a bad footballer. Sometimes players, you play them through a bad patch and it works out. I think we've got to the stage where we've tried that, and he just needs a game on the bench to then come off the bench and then, to come on and go, because no player should ever be undroppable. It's like, with Liverpool, they dropped Salah the other night and they still absolutely pile drive Frankfurt, but with him in the team, they haven't done so well, right? So it's the same with Bishop. Just because he's a great striker, Mackenzie Kirk's done a fairly decent job since he's shown a bit raw. Yes, he is raw, but he's a different kind of striker and he's making runs in behind, and especially now Josh Murphy's back and he's got that ability to play a variety of different balls. You can be getting Josh Murphy to play those balls in behind, and rather than kind of to Bishop's head, can you play it so that, Mackenzie Kirk can run onto? It just didn't work. Regan Paul had a poor game. The striker their guy, Muamba, I think his name is, probably said it wrong. He tried himself on Hayden Matthews to start off with. Mubama, that's it. He tried his name on Hayden Matthews to start off with. Wasn't getting much luck. And then just went and stuck his arse on Regan Paul and absolutely rattled him the whole game. It's probably one of the worst games I've seen Regan Paul play. It didn't work, the 4-4-2, really. There's certain players that need to step up that aren't. Obviously, I would say that the kind of two positives, or three, were Mackenzie Kirk looked bright. He just needs to learn to stay on side a bit, but he'll get used to that. It's just timing again, is that rawness in him. Hayden Matthews, I thought, had a pretty decent game until he had the cramp, which he was obviously trying to get the ball out of play when he's gone for that header. I thought it was unfortunate, and he was already coming off anyway before that even happened, because they'd already called back Josh Knight. And then Josh Murphy, because as soon as he came on, he put that lovely ball in with his left foot, and Mackenzie Kirk got in the right position. Would you, boys, I assume you've seen that, would you say that's a good save, or would you say that's a miss from Kirk?
Miss. All day long.
It's straight at the keeper, wasn't it, pretty much?
Yeah. Anywhere else is a goal.
If I see a lot of things when people say, "Oh, this is a great save, that's a great save," but I just think all they've done is hit it at him.
The goalie had to do nothing. I'm a goalie, and that's one of them where you just thank your lucky stars.
Yeah. So obviously Murphy came on. Obviously, he wasn't full on going for it, which is no real surprise. He's kind of aiming his way back in, but he managed to he came on the 67th minute, so he got about half an hour under his belt, which is a good sign. So hopefully, obviously Messino has said that he is available to start on Saturday, and I would hope that he does. It was just boring, boys. It was a really shit game. We were shit. Stoke was shit, but we were just shitter. And it felt like if Kirk scored that goal, or when Murphy put the ball in for Kirk, it felt if we scored that, we would have probably won 1-0 because Stoke wouldn't have had much else. There wasn't a whole lot going on.
It looked like a frantic first 5-10 minutes, though.
A little bit, but the fact that
we had that where it was like someone else, the goalie made a save, then someone cleared off the line, and then Ogilvy looked like he was about to hit it top corner, and it just went over the bar.
Yeah.
And then there was a couple other ding-dongy moments, and then it just looked like it completely died again. From what I see, I didn't exactly have a great concentration on it because it was talking to people and looking, and it wasn't like I was solely looking at the game. But at the first 10 minutes, I thought, we look like we're going to be on this. I had no idea how the first half went, and then it looked like it just become a boring game.
But just picking up on like what Has said about when Josh Murphy came on and like he was a bright spark and things like that, which we knew he was going to be anyway. But because I've seen a couple of because it wasn't that cross to Kirk where he hit the keeper. That wasn't the only one he looked to put in. I saw a couple of crosses, and it just makes me think that okay, I know Yang's not the same type of player and stuff like that, but has Yang been encouraged not to put the ball in like with his left foot?
Yang is where he's a bit younger. I think was so much more comfortable cutting in.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, though, like if it's not, you've got to have more like more to your armory. You can't just tuck in. You get a cut inside. At one point, you need to go outside, and because Murphy does both. Murphy can cut inside.
You watch old clips of Murphy; he never used to go on the left.
No.
I think,
surely we should be encouraging Yang to and also from the right hand side. By the way, that's not just Yang. I'm talking about when Chaplin or whoever's out on the right hand side to do the same to get that half yard and just put that ball in that they call it the corridor of uncertainty.
That's been my argument with Bishop is that the ball don't come in the box.
No,
yeah,
and Yang will get to the edge and then he'll turn and then either try and cut in or knock it back, and then the same happens with Chaplin and or Seggers, whoever's out there, and it's like just fucking cross the ball.
Yeah, and I think we can't just rely on Murphy to do that. Like these players in our our attacking third and stuff like that, they're good enough to get a ball in. Like I know they prefer to do other things, and that's fine. I don't mind players cutting in, but they also need to go out the outside, and when they get half a yard. We can see we know what Bishop can do in the air and how he is strong. Okay, he's not going to win everything. We've seen that this season because he's up against better centre backs. But if you can get maybe 2 or 3 good balls in, there's a good chance Bishop's going to get on the end of one of them. And as we saw at West Brom, sometimes he only needs one opportunity. So yeah, I don't know. It's frustrating, isn't it?
He's fuming. You watch him and he's fuming. The ball don't come in. He's lost his head.
But this is why I think he needs to come out just for the Birmingham game.
No, if Murphy's starting, you've got to start Bish because he's the only one that gets him firing again.
No, I just think just for his sake, because if it carries on, it carries on. I feel Mackenzie Kirk's done enough to start. You need to.
Well, the problem is though, is Moose. I don't know if he's protected Bish. He's not bothered that he's not scoring.
Yeah, but there needs to. I think we've got to the point where, as I said, it's not because he's not good enough. It's the fact that the frustration of him is going to end up boiling over. And whether it's, an elbow into a defender or something like that. He's not that kind of player, but it's the longest he's gone in a Pompey shirt without a goal. And the frustration will build up. And I think, for me, the front four for Saturday should be Murphy, Swift in the 10, Yang on the right, and Mackenzie Kirk up front.
No, I generally will throw up if that's the team.
Why? Why?
Chaplin.
He doesn't know. Chaplin has been 10. Awful.
I don't care. 10.
No.
He plays as a 10.
If
he's then awful.
He is playing as a 10. He's playing as a right 10.
No. He needs to be a central 10. He needs to be in that middle. He deserves that chance. Put him there. Swift is an awful footballer. I don't want him there.
That's just because you've got an agenda against John Swift.
That's fine, but I feel like you got an agenda against Chaplin.
Because at least John Swift scored.
And other than that, he's been fucking woeful.
He's actually got a lot better since he's been moved into that 10. He's grown into it.
He's been all right. He's not been great. Put Chaplin there. If he don't fire, fine, drop him. I
think both Chaplin and Bishop deserve to have a game on the bench and then come off the bench. Then neither of them should be undroppable.
No, I don't mean undroppable. I just mean play Chaplin where he should be playing.
But that's why we've changed the way we're playing, that he becomes a right 10 to try and accommodate him, and it's not working, is it?
And that's something Chaplin's never done. Do you know what I mean? It's like to expect him or somebody just be able to do that is a bit unfair. And I'm actually neither of you brought up yet. I'm pointing the finger at Moutinho at the moment. A lot of this is his fault.
He's clearly trying to change the way we play. And partly will be down to the fact that the intensity play, like the forward intensity players of what we had last year to play that high press of Murphy, of Lang. Obviously, Matt Ritchie's gone. They're not there.
Chaplin can do the high press. He's done it with Ipswich. Do you mean
Segicic could do it.
Segicic can do the high press. Even Biagini can do it. You brought these players in who can do a high press, so why aren't you doing it? The only one who can't is Swift.
I think John Messino, it feels like he's kind of like not overcomplicating it, but maybe overthinking it.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And the thing is, it was quite interesting because I was listening to a podcast on the way home, and obviously it was a Peter Crouch podcast. He was talking about how football is sort of going the other way, and we've discussed this as well, that it's going a bit further away from just playing out from the back and stuff like that, and maybe going a bit longer when teams can, and maybe that is what it's on John Messino's mind, that the teams aren't playing out as much from the back, aren't like sort of taking those risks. They're going forward a lot quicker. So maybe like sitting in, maybe trying to encourage them to play out. That's why you sit off, and then like they want to play out because they can't go long, and then you can press. I don't know.
But the way we're playing at the minute Saturday was getting towards jacket football, and I know people might not like that, and I don't want to be comparing that, but it felt that way. The forward players were static. They were just stood still. There were no runs. So when the likes of, Pack, Dazelle, or the two centre-halves were on the ball, everyone was just stood ball watching. They were all marked. So the only thing they could do was turn around and go backwards. And I don't want to be sitting here watching backwards football, because otherwise we're getting to Kenny Jackett kind of style of football.
But that's what we've been saying all season. It's been poor all season.
But we're now getting to the stage where, one win in 8 games is not good enough. Nope. And when Regan Poole had that interview with Chris Wise and Andy Moon on Who Needs Messino, he said we want to be looking up, not down. And if you want to be looking up, not down, you need to be doing better than 1 win in 8 games. Because you can't be draw against Southampton, not a problem. You can't be losing to Sheffield Wednesday. That's just...
I don't know at the moment. I think a draw against Scum looks poor now.
Well,
yeah, it does, yeah.
At the time, you can't be losing against Sheffield Wednesday, because the way they're in, it's just, poor. 2-1 against Ipswich, again, on paper, isn't a bad result, but they're not doing amazingly. The Watford game, we let that slip. We should have probably put our foot down and won that in the first half, but didn't. Scraped a win against Middlesbrough.
It was a lucky win against Middlesbrough. You're lucky Middlesbrough didn't turn up.
Yeah. Leicester, again, we had chances to win that. Coventry, I can take a loss because they were just better. And then Stoke were nothing special, but we were just worse. And you've got, when we're playing...
At what point, 12 games in, do you not start looking at John and go, hang on a minute?
Well, of course, it's got to be a fair distribution of blame, right? It's some of the players, the main players, we've just talked about Bishop and Chaplin, so I'm not going to discuss them anymore. They need to step up. Regan Poole had a poor game. He needs to come back and step up.
But before that, he's been outstanding.
Yeah, but he needs to bounce back. Conor Ogilvy's, is he trying to...
Yeah, it's a difficult one with Ogilvy, isn't it? Because he can look shit and good in the same match. It's an odd one.
It is difficult, but again, he needs to kind of make... But the trouble is, where he's got no competition behind him, maybe he does relax a bit too much on his performance levels, right? Because at least with the right backs, that there's plenty of competition. But because Jacob Farrell, we're just paying him to be in the treatment room basically for 2 years, Ogilvy knows he's got nothing behind him. Unless Messino was to change to 5 at the back, which I don't see doing, because he hasn't then got a natural left wing back. Something has to change. It's a mixture of the way we play has got to adapt, at least. Even if we play this high press at home and then sat back away, that's not a problem. something has to change. There's players that need to step up. There are players that deserve to be dropped. There are players that are on the fringes that probably deserve to come back in. I know we've only seen small samples of Mark Kosnowski, but when he's come on, he's someone that can lead that help lead that press from that 10 position. He's come on, he puts himself about, he gets stuck in, he's getting involved. I think Kosnowski probably deserves a start in that midfield, maybe as the 10. Yang needs to probably move to the right to accommodate Murphy. How will he do? But he'll probably do better than Chaplin on the right because he's actually natural. He's a natural winger. Bianchini is clearly not favoured. He might as well just go back to Swansea now. Until, obviously, Millwall's not that far away. But until Millwall, when Nico, Lang, and was it Blair?
Well, hopefully Sega.
Oh, Segacic, that was it. Segacic.
Blair is back, but they're just monitoring him, aren't they?
Yeah, I think he said he should be Millwall as well, shouldn't he? So it should be Blair, Segacic, Nico, and Lange should all be back available for Millwall. And until then, you've still got like almost another month to go, right? You've got 3 matches. Luckily, there's an international break in there. You've got 2 away games. You're away to Birmingham, home to Wrexham, and away to Hull. You've still got to be looking to get, 5 points, maybe 4 points at a bare minimum out of that. Because
are they 2 away?
Birmingham away, Wrexham at home, Hull away.
Yeah, I'd say 4 was fair from 2 away. If that was 2 home games, I would say 5.
Because Hull are actually doing all right. They're unbeaten in the last 5.
Has Birmingham got a new manager yet?
Not yet.
Right. And then Wrexham...
Have they sacked them, mate?
They haven't, they? Or
Did they?
Did I read one of them AI things?
What, Birmingham?
Yeah.
I don't think there was talk of it. I don't think they've done it yet.
Could have sworn I see a thing come up saying next Birmingham manager all like the odds.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, there's talk. I think there was talk of him getting sacked. No, he's done a pre-match conference today, Chris Davies.
Yeah, he's still there. It must have been like if he was to go, who would be likely to take over?
Yeah.
Sort of.
It's just, you don't want to bash because we're clearly struggling, but something's got to change. There is a few, now we've got Murphy back. You need just until Millwall to just be able to grind a couple of results out. Something's got to change with the way we play, whether it is you go back to the high press or just you need to adapt what you're doing, because right now 1 win in 8 isn't good. It's pretty awful form. And we're going down at the minute. And as Regan Paul said, we want to be looking up. Right now we're not because of where we are. So I think it's a mixture of the coaching staff and John. Maybe it's a bit of naivety still, where he's still only 2.5 seasons or nearly 3 seasons in management. He's got to change, adapt something. Some of the senior players have got to step up. And yeah, just stop playing dull football, or at least be productive with it.
Well, I see a stat earlier today that this is our worst scoring beginning to the season since 1977.
Jesus.
We haven't scored a lot, have we?
No.
No, and that's the thing of we haven't been have we been well, as I said, I didn't watch the Stoke game, but I saw a few clips where especially Kirk probably could have had 2 in the second half. One with when he hit the keeper, and there was I think another one came in which he just missed. So
we've only scored 2 goals in 1 game.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like when you obviously listed off our games and like the points we dropped, stuff like that. Like the Watford game, for example. Like I don't think it's even the fact that we didn't score more than 1 goal in the first half. It's the fact that we came out and conceded in the first 30 seconds of the second half of us switching off. I don't know whether that's down to a bit of experience or anything like that. Because I suppose if you look at our back line, how much is real experience is there in that? Do you mean it's not like Championship experience. So yeah, it's been really fine margins for us so far this season. Do you think, like, obviously the start of our season and the amount of points we picked up was kind of a false dawn?
No, just even I've been saying for weeks, and like, come on, entertain us, sort of thing, doesn't it?
Well, that's the thing with me. Entertainment is like I would love to be entertained as well, but if we pick up points and win, like it's like when we had Jacket, when we were like in that second season and we were winning games. Okay, we were like just get the ball forward and play and that sort of stuff, which sometimes can be like more exciting than just tippy tappy football. Like you make a deal with the devil. Like if you're winning, and like you're winning every week, you would say, oh, I'm not bothered about entertainment because I'll still get my entertainment from winning 1-0 and stuff like that, and then us being successful. But it's like when you're not winning and you're not getting any entertainment, you're paying for next to nothing, really.
Yeah. So it's a bit like what you say about Jacket. If you're going to play like that, you better fucking win.
Yeah.
So and you are, like I said it to you boys the other day, I really don't want to get to a point where I start resenting Messino, but I will get there.
I think we're a long way from that yet.
I'm not,
but
that's because you got a gender. You got genders.
I've got genders against boring football. That's what it is.
And it is a mixture of it's a mixture of, management need to adapt, players need to step up. Are the players that are stepping in to cover the players that are injured, are they good enough? We were talking about last year, the gap between the first 11 and the bench was shite. And we went into the summer thinking, or the end of the summer, going, that gap's closed. Has it closed as much as we thought?
Yeah, I think it has closed up.
But not as much as we thought, right?
It's, for me, it is more, if we had played entertaining football at this point, I would obviously be annoyed because you don't want to lose, but
it just, I think, like with the Stoke game and a couple of the games this year, it's just felt a bit half-hearted. It's felt a bit lackluster, and the passing it round the back or turning around, passing it backwards, is just boring and soul-destroying to watch, because you can see there are sometimes runs, especially the way we were playing that first half. Williams was free constantly because Cresswell was following Chaplin in. Williams was down that right flank, and Pack, Dozzell, Matthews and Regan, none of them got their heads up to see him, stood there fucking free as with about 15 yards round him. And by the time that they gave it, because even Messino was shouting for it, it's too late because Stoke have seen it. Cresswell comes across, one of the midfielders picks up Chaplin or one of the centre-halves, and it's too late. And then he has to, because he's been given it so late, he has to then pass it back, and then it goes back again. How does no one... Surely by now, this is about, the 5th or 6th game we've played with this Chaplin coming to be a right 10 and Williams pushing up. They should fucking know that Williams is there for the attack. They should know. They shouldn't have to get their head up and wait. They should head up and play that ball. And if he's not there, then it's on Williams. But playing it around the back, just passing it about. And the other thing that's pissing me off is the amount of times we're getting centre-halves to take the fucking goal kick. It's a fucking goal kick, man. The goalkeeper should be taking it. A bit of fucking variance. It fucks me off so much because you're immediately inviting pressure on yourself. And sometimes you can play through it. But just fucking vary it up. You've got Kirk and Bishop up front. Just fucking hoof it and go.
So when you're saying about the centre-back taking the goal kick, like, obviously, because I wasn't there Saturday, so I don't know. Is the centre-back, like, playing it long like the keeper would?
No. So Hayden Matthews, he throws it to Hayden Matthews. He's on the right side of the goal.
Yeah.
He just passes it to Bursic.
Yeah. So
why?
What that's meant to do is that the one side, each side of centre-back has the ball, puts it into the keeper, so then it opens it up, as in like, so you can go both directions. Because if the keeper puts it down and just knocks it to one of the centre backs, you've kind of got to go down one way because then they can sort of press you that way.
It's not, but it's not
That's
working.
no, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it works or
That,
that's like
that,
all the time,
that's
but that's what's meant to happen.
is it if your goalie passes it to Matthews, you're then forcing everything to the right hand side. Whereas if Matthews goes to the middle of the goalkeeper, you don't know if the goalie's going to go left or right.
It's not necessarily it's just the amount of we do it. There's no variance. So, so Stoke knew that we were going to do it, so they're going to come in for the high press.
Do you not find all we've done is gone back to how we started last season, and he needs to go, oh yeah, this ain't... It's almost like Vecino's determined to make us this team that we can't be.
Maybe. I understand, obviously, the way that we played to the high press is not probably clearly how he wants to play, like, constantly, which is not a problem. It's not an issue. But sometimes you've just got to adapt. And right now, it's not good.
I mean, maybe like, and that's a good point, Russ, about how you say sort of gone back to that. Maybe because like we've had that bit of a cushion where we've picked up a fair few more points than we did at this stage last season. That he's maybe think, oh, I can give it a go for another couple of games. Like where he had to change it because we were literally picking up no points whatsoever. Like. And we were in a bit of a sticky situation. I mean, we were bottom at one point, weren't we? So he had to change it. Where he gave himself a bit of a cushion, where we were looking up towards like mid-table, and so he thought, maybe I can like go back to the way I wanted us to play this time last season, but I couldn't because we were bottom. So yeah, maybe he's looked at it that way. I don't know if he has.
I just don't think we're good enough to play that way. You play to your team's strength rather than... Because we haven't even recruited for a team like that. As I said, you think the players we brought in, Chaplin, high presser, Segasic, high presser, Biagini, well known for his high pressing, is literally the first thing that was written in the paper. So you thought, right, we're obviously going to high press again, and we've not seen it once. And that's obviously why Richie left, was because it weren't just game time. It was, look, we're not going to play a high press, so we don't need you.
Do you think there's a reason that players like Leroux and Kosnovsky haven't got more game time yet, considering I know they're both, or it was about £1 million for Leroux and 1.2 for Kosnovsky. Bearing in mind that we're not playing great football, why do they not get a chance?
I find it mental that neither of them have played as much more than they have, even if it's off the bench, because like I know Pat's come in and steadied the ship. I don't know how he played Saturday, but I thought he was poor against Coventry. I felt like 3 games in a week was too much for him.
Also, I think Coventry kind of they did well into kind of restrict him because they knew that he would be the one to try and dictate it.
Exactly. So I was surprised he didn't come off or didn't start, or like, how did he play against Stoke? Did he have a good game?
He was probably... It's hard because he didn't do anything wrong, but he didn't do a lot right. But I think that's just kind of...
He was average.
Yeah, there was a lot of players that were worse than him, and there were a couple that were better. I would say he's probably top 5, but again, there wasn't a lot to go on. Like, there wasn't a lot to say. Because it was a nothing game. He didn't really do a lot. Some people really did shit, and probably only like Kirk, Matthews, despite the own goal, and Murphy were probably actually more impactful than he was.
So it's like, do you look at drop? We got 3 games in a week. Is it worth putting Leroux back in? Is it? I don't know if Kosnovsky can play that role. I think he's more...
No, it would be Leroux. I mean, I'd be tempted to play. I don't know. If you play Leroux in one of them instead of Pack.
The issue for Kosnovsky is how good Giselle started. How can you drop him?
Well, this is why I said a minute ago that maybe you play Kosnovsky in that 10 role. He might not be the most productive, but he'd give you that high intensity and help you with that high press because he can run.
Yeah, he can definitely run. So I'm surprised he hasn't been utilised more, even if it's just an impact sub. But Messina, as I said, Messina, I found him to be weird this season with his he used to get subs spot on. Like very rarely did you go question his subs, but this season, just don't know. There's just something off at the moment with him. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. But every game, I'm walking away going,
I think the thing on Saturday was I don't know how Chaplin stayed on the pitch. When you saw Yang got taken off for Murphy, why didn't Chaplin go off and Yang go to the right? Because at least Yang was showing some kind of effort
and the problem is football's all based around stats and that now. As I said to you, funny enough,
but Chaplin might have been doing better, like on stats. Right, FootMob have given Chaplin a 6.8 and Yang a 5.8 for the match. But on the eye, you can see that Chaplin isn't working right now. So, and at some point, you're going to need Yang to be on the right. So why wouldn't you change that? Like, yes, okay, Chaplin is the experienced player. Maybe that's why. Maybe because can give you that one bit of magic. I don't know. But it just didn't make sense. The last thing I want to say, because I realise I've been talking 40 minutes about this and we really didn't need to. What do you think of constantly changing the right back throughout the second half?
I don't get. I've said it time and time again. And yes, I know he's had injuries, Swanson, blah blah blah, and Williams, but one of them should be the right back when they're fit, and there's no debate about it. Swanson's been here long enough to have put that down as his marker. Williams has had chances, but it don't happen. And I agree with what I said to you the other day from Mark. He thinks our fullbacks aren't good enough, and I totally agree. I don't think they are good. They might be good enough to maybe keep us in the league, but if you want to, like you said, look up, I think that's two positions you need to improve on. You watch all these other teams come down here, and they've got these athletic, strong, rapid fullbacks, and we don't.
Yeah, and that's I think that's again where the game is going to start going back to now. And Coventry showed that it's about pace and power rather than finesse and
because De Silva and Van Eyck were unreal.
That Van Herber was absolutely rapid, and that's why I think I said it when Swifter went to play the ball through to Yang, but fought against it because I think he just wasn't fast enough. If it's Murphy up against him, then he might have done it.
But Yang isn't slow either.
No, but he's not.
I know he's not Murphy.
And I think that's why Murphy suited last season, because he is a pacey, powerful player, and he's explosive. I just think our fullback, and I'm not, saying Ogilvy's shit and Swanson's shit, and they got their lovers, but I think that's their ceiling, is a lower Championship, higher League One player. If we want to look up, then we need to improve.
But that also then comes with, needing a higher budget to be able to attract the next level of players.
Of course it does. Do you know who I would play right back right now? Devlin.
Tezza.
Yeah. Because he's got that impactful, high, he's intense, isn't he? Do you know what I mean?
One of them needs to leave. One of the right backs, because although it's nice to have three right backs, you shouldn't need them. But we have to, because Williams and Swanson between them can't stay fit for a full season.
It's like England going to World Cups and Euros always take about 20 fullbacks.
Yeah, well, that's because Southgate's a stupid bastard. But
that's the I do like Devlin, because I don't know, it's because just when he's just come on in the second half, because so you got tired legs and the game opens up and that kind of stuff. But I do like Devlin's direct running down the right hand side, and I think he's more of a player of just less think, more do, and
He might not. He's not as technical.
No, but the
But
majority of the time is that
He's
when
got a pair
something
of cross in both of them, though.
yeah,
he
but that's the
does.
thing. When something happens, like when you have the like ball, or you're always been told by like coaches and stuff like that. Stuff the first thing that comes to your mind, do that, because the first thing that comes to your mind is usually the right thing to do, because you don't have to think about it. So
Apart from when
just
Hayden Matthews thought, I need to jump for this and then score an own goal.
yeah, but that's panicking, isn't it? So I think
Schmid
it's,
call
as you
for that.
said,
As Schmid, he didn't play. Bursic call for that because
Yeah, I was thinking that surely someone, either Regan behind him or the keeper, should call him to lead
that's
that.
keeper's job. If Bursic, I need to watch it again. If he's shout called like leave it, keepers, whatever, don't tap, whatever he said, I can forgive Bursic. That's on Matthews. You should listen to your goalkeeper. If Bursic's not said anything, knowing he's under no pressure whatsoever, you can also blame the goalie there. He should be shouting.
Someone should be.
Yeah. And with the goalie can, I'm a big believer in the goal that your responsibility as goalie is not only saving shots and catching shots. You've got to make sure your defenders are doing their job properly.
yeah.
Right, can we move on? I'm fed up with talking about Stoke.
Right, well,
Considering we said we weren't going to talk much about it.
in terms, well, to be honest, it's not just been Stoke, is it? We're just talking about the issue.
Yeah, just overall stuff. Yeah,
A year ago, on the 2nd of November against Hull, was when we first started seeing us change our style after that loss to Sheffield Wednesday. Do you think on Saturday Messino's going to change it, or do you think he's going to just stick with everything he's been doing?
Considering you've had a free week, you would like to think that now would be the time, or does he wait until the international break?
I kind of think when you're playing Birmingham away, like, don't get me wrong, I don't think they're the like Birmingham that I think a lot of people thought were going to be like challenge at the top and things like that, but that they've got a lot of pace and a lot of good movement in them. So I don't think we can do what we've done. I think, especially if we've got Murphy back, like, I think it's the best thing to do is go back to what worked for us, and maybe he'll do that. I hope he does.
It was a good way to segue to Saturday, then, isn't it?
Yeah, and I hope he does, because I think if Murphy's there, like if Murphy wasn't starting, or if Murphy doesn't start, then I could understand the whole give Bishop a rest and let him come on. But if I think if Murphy starts, I think Bishop has to start. However you do it.
I agree.
I don't know, but should we move on? Because
I think we're on it. We're on the Birmingham.
yeah, go on then.
Yes, so Birmingham away, Saturday, 3:00. Birmingham have had a very similar, in fact, not in the same order, but the same 5, 2 draws, 2 defeats and only 1 win. They managed to beat Preston away. Last time out, they lost to Bristol City at home, 1-0. They lost to Hull at home, 3-2. And then they drew to Wrexham and they drew to Sheffield Wednesday when they scored, I think, in the last minute. Two places above us on 15 points, 2 points ahead us as well. Sorry, 3 places above us, 2 points ahead. They've only scored 1 more goal but conceded 2 more as well, so they've got a minus goal difference as well. We've won our previous 2 matches against Birmingham. When was the last one?
Was it the cup game? Bellingham's debut?
It was, yes. Who were the goal scorers?
Harrison scored, didn't he?
He did.
Harness?
No.
Did Harrison get 2?
He did, yes.
I can't remember who scored the 3rd goal then.
That's...
Was it an own goal?
No.
Curtis?
No. Benjamin Close.
Jesus. Yeah. Is your next question going to be regarding certain Real Madrid footballer?
No.
No? Because wasn't that his debut?
Yeah, well, he made his debut. And you can see that he was going to have a future.
What was the score the last time we played Birmingham at Birmingham?
Jesus. All I can think of is Cranchard's free kick.
No, we played them since then at Birmingham.
Have we?
Yeah, because they were still in Premier League.
The season, obviously, we beat them. Did we beat them 3-1 at our place?
4-1.
4-1, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Food Touch and that lot scored.
Yeah.
What was the score at their place for that?
No idea.
I can't remember that.
So
2-0 loss.
it was a 1-0 loss,
Ah,
and it was Nathan Redmond scored in the 86th minute.
Nathan fucking Redmond.
Interestingly, Florian Bianchini has had the most shots on target per match for us this season, with 1.3.
Is that per minute, I'm assuming?
That's per match. Shots on target per match.
Per minute, that's impressive.
No,
One
sorry. I
shot
meant,
on
like,
target per minute.
No. I meant like, is it
Yeah.
showing up more because he's played less minutes?
Yes, it will be. And don't forget, obviously, like he came on against Leicester quite late, and then he obviously had that chance at the front post, didn't he? And then he had another one from outside the box. So, but for them, Lyndon Dykes has had the most shot on target per match, which is only 0.8, which is quite low.
Mm.
Well, look at that. They struggle at home, Birmingham.
They do. They're not amazing. The referee is Andrew Kitchen, who is a Premier League referee. Although he's only refereed one Premier League team this year, one game, which is Villa Burnley. The rest have been in the EF2 in the EFL Cup, and the rest of them in the Championship. He's only ref 4 games for us in Portsmouth's history. 2 in League One, 2 last season. 1 last season, which was the 0-0 at home to Norwich. And he did our Ipswich loss this season as well.
What's his card average? That's what I need to know.
Card average is 10 games, 26 yellow cards. So he's done 3-3-3, none, 4-2-5.
He's best left alone. There's all over the place.
Don't go near him. Don't go near him. Yeah, not the best for us. But well, actually, I'll say we've only lost 1 out of the 4. 2 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. But you'd hope as a select 1 referee, you'd hope that there'll be something there. So going to predictions after last time out.
Should be no change, should there?
0 points for everyone.
Woo!
Woohoo! Great success.
So we'll go, Russell. You can go first for Birmingham.
1-1. Murphy to score.
Oh, Daz. Hope you're okay, mate.
Well, to be fair, I can't remember the last time I picked Murphy, to be honest. Again, like I was thinking a draw as well. I'm going to go 1-1 as well. But I will go. Come on, Bishop's got to score. Bish. It's going to be Bish.
Bish, bash, bosh.
It's got to be Bish.
Fuck's sake, I don't see us score being 2-2, but I don't want to go for the same as you.
That's the thing in it with us. Like
you two have gone 1-1 again.
Yeah. Like the thing is, that's the problem. If we can't see us winning, but we want to score a goal, 1-1 is the only score we're going for so far this season. It's like, Jesus Christ.
And we can't score, so we ain't going to get more than 1.
I'd love to say 4-4, yeah. Even though we concede shitloads, I know we're going to fucking at least score 4.
Oh, man. See, I went for 0-0 last time when Leicester away. You both went for 1-1, and I'm in the same position again.
Oh, dude.
We'll go rogue. We'll go 1-0 with Pompey win.
Oh,
I like it.
Because we've got to change something. I'm too far behind. I might as well do something different. Otherwise, if I go for a draw, I'm not really getting anywhere.
yeah.
Scorer will go. I'm gonna, despite saying he should be dropped, I'm gonna go Chaplin because he should be finally given a chance in the 10. And if he's not, I might not watch it.
But he's I just see Moose apparently is willing to try him Saturday in the 10. Well, and I think it helps with Murphy coming back because you can just put Yang on the right.
Yeah.
And then put Chaplin where he should be playing and give him that. That's all I want is just put him there. If he's shit and does nothing, drop him. I'm happy with that. But please just give him a chance there. Because
Yeah.
if we can get the best out of him in the 10, then he is way better than anyone else we got in that position. So, if we can kickstart his time down here, like we all want that, doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same with anything, though, isn't it? Like any of these players, and like Russ, and obviously I know your John Swift thing and things like that, but I guarantee that you want him to prove you wrong, like
Yeah,
because
100%.
if he proves you wrong, it means he's playing well, hence the team are doing well, hence Pompey going to win. Like,
I always want every player I doubt to
exactly.
prove me wrong. And I even gave him credit against Coventry. I thought he had a good game.
Yeah, and that's the problem with people like John Swift, I get on board with some of the stuff that he needs to do better, especially like as I said with Yang. You can accept him coming in and out of games. I don't mind that, but when you've got players that are experienced Championship footballers, the bar's higher for them, and that's just the way it is. Like even though we didn't pay money for him, I guarantee John Swift's not on like buttons.
My other issue with Swift is I didn't want him. Like I think I
Well,
even
let's not get into this because we'll be here for another hour with Russ and Swift.
well, we get onto it later.
But
When we
moving
come
on
out.
to Wrexham, I'm going to move.
Hang on, boys.
Moving on swiftly. Moving on
Hang
swiftly.
on. Whoa. Have you boys been on the Pompey Twitter?
I've seen something that I was going to bring that up after the Wrexham preview.
What?
But yeah,
No, we need to talk about it now because I want to
what
talk
is
about it. Have you seen it? The picture
What
of Pat
I could,
Gazelle Swift.
yeah, but I can't work it out. What is it? That's the thing.
It's in Spanish saying Fire Squad.
Okay.
Where's
What the fuck
that?
does that mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
On the
I
actual,
don't know what it means.
so it comes out at 8 a.m. tomorrow. That's all it's
Yeah.
got.
Yeah.
Have you seen
It's
it,
not.
Az? Go and have a look.
No,
It's
I'll have
not.
a look.
It's not some kind of like content creators balls, is it? Like,
I don't know.
please tell me it's just something normal and not like Baller fucking Squad or whatever it's called.
So
Was it called?
it's
Baller
got to be
League
to
or
do
something?
with fireworks, isn't it?
It
No,
translates
I mean it's got.
Fire Squad.
No, it's not going to be fireworks. It's fucking Halloween, you twat.
Yeah.
Fire Squad.
But why them three?
Fire Saga.
So maybe one of them's getting sacked.
Yeah, that's when they do it, isn't it?
very. I just all of a sudden just noticed it. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, yeah.
If we lose on Saturday, one of them faces the Fire Squad.
Swift.
Shock. Not Dazelle.
Oh no. I'm discussing his name's even in there.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I saw that earlier.
He's just there to make the others feel better.
I think they put it out at 8:00, didn't they?
Yeah.
So I was trying to find a good time where we could pop it in there. But yeah, I've no idea what it is. I just hope it's nothing, no sort of shit content creator stuff, because that will just annoy me.
Oh, someone's made a good point.
What?
So Nike have done these for other teams, and they've all introduced the Total 90 theme shirt.
Oh,
which would be like men take my money.
a bit like the Spurs kit. Yes, is it yesterday they played that yellow kit?
The yellow one, that's nice.
Oh,
so
geez.
yeah, so it might.
That's proper Ronaldo kit. That is,
and the fact it's got the night tick in. Oh, it might be that because if you look at the Pompey badge as well,
Jesus,
it's like the shape of the ball. Oh my god, I'm getting too excited. I'm gonna be let down again like the Aura kit.
It's gonna be like the fucking Aura thing when everyone's it's gonna be retro.
Oh, I was still depressed about that. Right, let's move on to Wrexham. We'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah.
So Wrexham, they have also.
I'd like to put out there before you start. I have no idea if we've ever played them. In my lifetime, we never have.
So Wrexham have also had the same record in the last 5: 2 losses, 2 draws, 1 win. Their win came against Oxford at home. Last time out, they lost to Cardiff at home as well. They've drawn against Middlesbrough, drawn against Birmingham, lost to Stoke.
I watched that last night. It was last night. Tuesday night, sorry.
It was, yes.
They were shit, Wrexham.
Good.
I thought Cardiff were good, though, as well.
Yeah, Cardiff were good, especially when Robertson come on.
Right. Yeah, that's because you want to get paid. But we digress. They are 2 places above us, 1 point ahead. They've just had 1 more draw than us, so they've got 3 wins, 5 draws, 4 losses. I said about Bianchini having the most shots on target for 1.3 for us per match. Sam Smith has the most for them. Want to take a guess at what number he is?
Didn't even know they had him, so 0.3. I have no idea.
Daz?
0.5.
3.9.
Ooh.
So he gets quite a few on target. So he's averaging nearly 4 shots on target a match.
Then he must just shoot straight at a goalie then. How many goals has he got?
Oh, we'll have a look right now. They got quite a few injuries. Obviously, first choice goalkeeper they got in Danny Ward. He's out until January. Andy Cannon did his cruciate ligament, so he's not going to get a return to Pompey. Jay Rodriguez, ex-Scummer, he's not going to get a return. He's out until January. A couple of other players that aren't really that significant, so I'm going to leave them. Referee is Bobby Madley, so another he's now ex-Select 1 referee. He has refed us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. We are unbeaten in the last 2. The last time we lost was 22-23 season away to Peterborough, but we've only lost twice under him. The other one was in 14-15 season when we lost 3-0 to Bury away.
What was Bobby Madley? He was refereeing when we beat Exeter at home, I think, wasn't he? I think he's all right. And also, I think
Last time you said that, Daz, we should have had a clear penalty.
yeah. Well, Bobby Madley sent off the Scummer last week, didn't he? He reffed the Scummer game, I think.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know who refs are. I don't know how you would know all these people are, Daz.
He did,
quite
yes.
a scummery thing to do, Daz.
Literally, it's just I pick up that sort of information. I wish I picked up actually useful information.
So again,
I've never heard of any refs other than like Mark Kattenberg.
He's not been that consistent with yellows, so he's done 6, 4, 3, 5, 1, 1, 4.
Yeah, that's an avoid.
So please gamble responsibly, but probably not cards for either of the weeks for these 2 refs. Before I get your predictions, this is our remembrance game because it's our closest to the 11th. So
yes,
be in your seats for. Well, it's a kick-off at 8 o'clock, so be in your seats for 7:15, really, 7:45 rather. Plenty of time because you'll have obviously the Armed Supporters Trust, Portsmouth Armed Forces Supporters Club will have organised. Obviously, you get a whole load of ex-forces kind of come on together. We'll have the last post, so make sure you're in your seat with plenty of time. And if you're not going to be there in time, please don't come in and start making a shit ton of noise. Just wait in the fucking gallows. Go and wait out the back. Don't start coming in and making people move because that annoys me. Just wait until the minute silence is done. The other thing also is the fact that likelihood is James McLean will be playing for them, who he chooses to not wear a poppy. It is everyone's, as the supporters club said, and it's a fair statement, it's everyone's personal opinion whether to wear one or to not. The people that gave the sacrifice are the reason why we've got that choice. And without that, we wouldn't have that choice whether to wear one or not. If you disagree with it, that's fine. Just leave it out. It's not the time or place.
Not during the ceremony, but I will be giving him shit during the game because I hate the cunt. And not because you don't wear a poppy, I just generally hate the cunt.
Is that the first time we've had the C-bomb on here? I love that.
No, it's not. I don't think so.
All right.
No, I think we called Joey Barton the same.
Yeah, we did.
I generally hate them. It's got nothing to do with the poppies. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
I've been dying for him to play at Fratton Park for years. Again.
But yeah, if it's related to the poppy, he's got his own reasons.
Yeah, I couldn't give a shit
I
about it.
don't like the fact he
I
doesn't
don't.
wear it.
I don't
Personally,
mind.
I think you should wear it, but I'm not going to say anything about it. It's up to him what he does. Don't agree with it, but that's fine. He's his own man. He can choose what he likes.
I don't.
I'll be wearing
I
one.
always,
The majority of people will.
only reason why I don't wear it is because for some reason I either forget to put it on, or I put it on and I look down and it's somehow fallen off and I've lost it. So that's the only reason why people never see me wear one.
And that's the thing. It's like and those sort of things can happen. Like because I've literally at work, I've got one of my old poppies just like sort of on the side of my sort of desk and stuff like that, so it's always there. But like I always sometimes forget to wear
Oh
one out and about.
no.
But like, and that's the thing. As long like it's about just wearing the poppy isn't the only way you can sort of remember it. It's just being like a good person and sort of remembering it when you can and that kind of thing. And then when you like, I mean, I was watching the Newcastle game yesterday, and I made sure I was quiet for it and that kind of thing. Like, it's just about showing respect when you can, because you can't. Not everyone can go to these things and stuff like that. Like at my work, out the front of the Guildhall in Winchester,
And look,
like I go to that as well. So
James McLean still stands there and he still is silent. It's not like he goes like off on a jog or anything, is it?
yeah, he's the biggest bellend on this planet, but at
It's got
least
nothing to do with the poppy. And I'm the
at
same as
least for
Russ. I think he's a
yeah,
twat, but it's got nothing to do
at least for
with the
2 minutes he
poppy.
can stop being a bellend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He
hope
just
he
makes up for
starts.
it for the rest of the time, though. That's the
I hope
problem.
he starts with giving shit. But yeah, as I said, and you just said, it's got nothing to do with the poppy. I just don't like him.
No, same here.
Predictions?
Yeah, predictions. I'm going to go first. 2-1 win. Josh Murphy. Done.
Bash.
Bash. Daz, you can go instead of Russell this time.
All right, okay. I don't want to go 2-1. I don't want to even give them a goal. Let's go. Let's go 2-0. Let's go. I'm not going to go Bish again this time. I'm going to go. It's going to go Swift. Let's go Swifty.
Oh,
I'm a
Russ
Swifty. I'm a
is
Swifty.
stealing.
I'm a Swifty.
I
I'm
hope
a Swifty. What can I say?
I want him to prove me wrong.
I can't wait for him and Trevor Kels to get married.
I've got 1-0 in my head because we don't score goals. But I've got a feeling that we're going to have a defender score in this game from a corner. I'm gonna go Ogilvy because it's either him or Paul, but I think Ogilvy's more dangerous from corners. So.
Do you know what? Like, for me, Ogilvy was one of the other ones I was thinking about.
Hopefully it comes true then.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ogilvy for me 1-0.
Nice. Lovely. So
I've just realised who's Russ's laugh sounds like. It's been bugging me for months. You've got the same laugh as Darren McAntony.
Who?
The Peterborough chairman.
Oh, have I?
Darren McAntony. If you listen, I listened to his Hard Truth podcast, and he's got the same. He's got the same laugh as you.
Ho ho ho! That's how I'm gonna laugh from now on.
Brilliant.
Ho ho ho. Lovely. Right. Because obviously Russ, we're doing scores, aren't we, on players?
Well, I thought what we do for Taskmaster this week, it's literally we're a quarter the way through the season. We could just do a quick, not necessarily, not like a deep dive, but maybe just like a score. But if there's something you want to, instead of going for every player about like selling, keeping, whatever, if there's a player you feel I think it's time they moved on, just speak up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll give everyone a score as we go through. So we'll start with the keepers. I just need to get the squad up so I don't forget anyone. So let's go with Schmidt. Haz, do you want to go first?
8.
An 8. Okay, Daz?
Yeah, 8. Could be 9, but obviously injured.
I think I'd have given him a 9 if he hadn't got stupidly injured for a ball he didn't have to come out for. Let's go Bursic. Has
8.
I'm going to go 7, not because of like anything like sinister. I just think he's just behind.
He gets an extra point though because he's literally Matt Clark with hair.
No, that's true actually. It does look.
I'll go an 8 because he's surprised. Even though I knew he was a decent goalie.
We said it before, didn't we? He's giving more thought to the, as Schmid is still the number 1, right? But he's giving more thought to the process of there's a closer gap between the number 1 and number 2 than we've had in quite a few number of years, even pre Schmid and going further and further back, probably back to McGilvery and Bass kind of time.
Yeah, I'll probably have to agree with that. Kill it.
10. No, I'd probably give him a 5 or a 6. I think it was probably harsh to drop him when he did. I get why he did it, but I felt he probably deserved one more game. He did all right when he came on against Scum, thrown in at the deep end, probably not expecting to come on. Not an amazing. He's a decent as a third choice keeper, isn't he?
He's 5. I think a 6. I think a 6 is a little bit too high. I'll go 5.
Yeah, 5 for me actually, to be honest.
Right, defence. I'm just going to go in the order that this app is giving it to me to. So Hayden Matthews.
Sample size is very small, but I would say a 7 from what we've seen.
Daz?
Who, sorry?
Hayden Matthews.
I'll probably a 6.
Yeah, I was thinking 6. Yeah. Josh Knight.
7.
Yeah, I'll go 7.
I'll go 7. Do we know why he was even dropped? Or do you reckon the
It was just a bit of rotation.
Because I thought that was really harsh. Regan Paul.
I'm trying not to let the last game cloud my brain.
It's got to be the whole.
7. Especially, he gets a bit more leeway as well because he is playing on the wrong side.
Yeah, if we can't give half points, I might have to just go 7.
No half points. That's woke nonsense.
But that's what I mean. That's why it's 7. And it's not a bad 7, by the way.
It's a good 7,
yeah.
Yeah, I'll give him a good 7. Shot Nessie.
I really think he could be, if he stayed fit, he could have been hitting 9s. But I think just going to have to be a 7, to be honest.
Yeah, I can see that. But also, kind of, injury again, more injuries. Does that bring it down to a 6, maybe?
Maybe he's a low 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely a border 6, high 6, low 7. So I'll go low 7. Bowat.
5. We've literally, we only saw him in the Carabao Cup game, didn't we?
Yeah, 5.
5. And I personally would loan out.
Yeah.
Ogilvy.
6.
7.
I'd go 6. He's not been himself, but I wonder if it's Murphy not being around because they had such a good partnership.
Maybe.
Farrell.
1.
Yeah, can't even.
He played in that Reading game. He wasn't amazing. Looked like he hadn't played in about a year.
Again, stat-wise, was our best player on the pitch.
And he's injured again. So he's played 2 games for us so far in a year and a half.
Excuse me, he's fit again, if you listen to Messina.
Is he? Are you sure?
Yeah.
He's going to get injured again, isn't he? So what's the point?
Oh, yeah, he will.
He's got to go. He's got to go in January.
Yeah, he's got to go for his sake.
Got to go and sign Jay De Silva from Coventry.
Oh, wait. So Farrell's meant to be fit?
Farrell's fit again.
He's still injured, isn't he?
No, Messina said when they went through all the injuries, they asked about Farrell, and he said, he's been back for about a week.
Oh, so he needs about another 3 weeks to actually get any kind of fitness in. It's a shame because that game against Sheffield United, he looked really good against Raksaki, and it looked good, but for whatever reason, it's just not working. So
no, he's struggling to adapt, is what Mark said.
But after a year and a half, he should have adapted by now.
Yeah, but he said, unfortunately, with Australians, where they grow up on completely different pitches, you either take to it or you don't, and he hasn't. It's one of them things.
Shame, didn't work out. Move on. Get another left back in January.
For me, it's got to be out there as one of our main priorities. Swanson?
5.
6.
I'll go 5. He's disappointing me because he should be nailing down this.
This is 4th season now. He should be having that number
He's
1.
25 now. Do you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm being harsh, but
No, mate. If you're at a club for 4 seasons, you should have been nailing down that as a starting spot for you.
Yeah. Especially I can maybe understand if he was like Devlin, been here a few years, but he's still only 21.
Yeah.
He's 25 now. He should be our right back, and there's no question. But,
yeah.
So speaking of Devlin.
6.
Devlin, 7.
I'll give him a high 6.
He's doing well. He just needs a bit more finesse, say. But again, he's a bit younger. He gets a bit more latitude.
Yeah. Jordan Williams.
5.
A good 6.
I'd go. He's been a bit better than Swanson, so I'll go a 6. But he's another one that needs to step up and stop getting injured. Giselle?
8.
2. No, 8 definitely, mate. He's got 8, close to 9. To be fair,
I'm giving him a 9. I don't give a shit.
Oh, I know that.
He gets 1 extra point for being my boy. Kosnovsky?
6. Want to see more of him though to be able to give him a higher score.
Yeah, 6.
I agree. He's not done anything wrong whenever he's played.
I just want to see him play more because what I've seen excites me.
Yeah.
I need to see more of him.
Yeah, I agree.
Same. Exactly the same. Carbon copy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same. Pack.
7.
Yeah. 7. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say 7 as well. Swift. Remember the whole season, not just one game.
Either a high 5 or a low 6.
I'm going to go 6.
5. But that's me. He was shocking.
No, that's fine.
Murphy.
Also, I'd give him a 6 because he's not been at where he was, but I think he was also playing with an injury, which we know he was. Hopefully,
did you watch his interview or listen to it? Sorry.
Yeah, he basically.
It was interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah,
he's basically been playing all season with an injury,
hoping it would get better, but it didn't.
And it didn't. And then talking about his move and the way he worded it was completely different to the way the club were talking.
But don't forget, he might have been told it by the agent.
Possibly.
So if your agent comes and if you trust your agent and your agent comes in and goes, Leicester have put in a bid for you, you're going to believe that.
Yeah, of course you are. But you would think if the club are like, no, he's not for sale, they would immediately, they would have told him, don't worry about it, you're not for sale. But
everyone's for sale. If they came in for £15 million, he's gone.
The thing is for me, when I was listening to that on Moon's Musings and stuff like that, I thought to myself that if Leicester did put in a bid, it would look better. So if the club wanted to come across strong to our fans, then surely they'd be like, yeah, we've rejected this. Yeah, no, we rejected this.
No, because I believe them when they say there was no bid.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, so that's why I think there was no bid, because I think the club would say it's been rejected. This has been rejected. We're not going to sell them for this, that, the other, because they would want the club to look strong to our fans. Yeah. So I don't think there was any bids.
I believe them when they say no bid. I just don't believe them when they say that they weren't ever planning on selling them.
I think there's probably inquiries and they were politely told to fuck off because it was too late.
I wonder if they actually had a bit of a conversation about it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think they had someone, Leicester, whoever, phoned up and went, hello, can we ask about Josh Murphy? No, fuck off. Bye.
No, I think it went on more than that. I
Yeah.
think they were like, well, what can you give us? What,
Yeah.
like, what can you offer us?
And I think that should always happen. You should always find out what's on offer. There's no point in just saying no. You should always find out, say, well, what is it you're going to offer us? If it's not good enough, it's like, goodbye, see you later, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But there's no point in just turning it down for like, if it's too late, it's too late. Like, do you mean if it was like the sort of last hours of the window, but it wasn't at that time. There was a good few days left. I mean, because it showed with Chaplin coming to us because he'd played on that Saturday. But it's always worth asking and finding out what's on offer. Always.
Yeah. I think it went more than just we want him and no. They definitely had a conversation. Because otherwise, why was Murphy still on the last day of the transfer window wondering if he was going or not? Doing. So yeah, and then I love the fact, if anyone had listened to it, we all thought he was on the pitch with his son. Is his son, an ill daughter?
Yeah.
Thinking that was him saying goodbye, and actually just the kid was playing up, and he wanted to let him burn off some energy.
But that's it. What did I say? I said that the way you look at things, the same image but if you look at it from two different angles, can be completely different.
Yeah,
and that's
what
that was.
For, and I don't like that.
But that's the only way I keep myself calm, though. Like I'm not doing it because I'm bored. I'm just doing it because it keeps me calm, and I stop stressing.
Right, let's move on. Yang.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah, 7.
He's impressed me.
Yeah, 7. We've been pretty much bang on the same for all this. Biagini.
1. Awful player. Almost as bad as Silvera.
I still say he's a tiny bit better.
Yeah, only a tiny bit.
Tiny bit. If they were like, you have to pick one, I'd pick Biagini.
Yeah, I'd go for 5. If I think against Oxford or anyone like that, like the early games, if he scores, I think you might see a different player. But I think for me, 5.
I'll go with 3. I'll go in between you.
I'm just being
Excuse you.
Segasic.
9.
No, really?
Yeah, just because of the fact that he's come in, he's still only, what is he, 21?
Yeah.
To make such a big impact immediately in a brand new country, a brand new league, which is a major step up from where he was. Yeah, okay, he's got injured, but that wasn't his fault. That was a crunching challenge on him. It's different from like the muscular injuries we've had in training and stuff. That was a contact injury, so that's not his fault. I think, the impacts and the you can see how much we were missing him when he was on the bench for like 3 games in a row. I'm thinking, how the fuck is he not on the pitch? How is he not starting? To make such an impact at a young age, 9. He's exceeded our expectations already.
I thought to be accused of being biased by giving him an 8.
Yeah, I'd give him an 8.
I'm happy to give him a 9. But I was actually toning him down. Thinking, oh God, I better give him an 8 or I was going to get shouted at. I won't give out any like people like Frank Omer because he ain't played. Harvey Blair.
5. Again, shows a little bit of quality and then just gets injured again.
Yeah, I'll give him a high 5. Whee. Chaplin.
4.
5.
I'll give him a low 5. He's at this dangerous spot of becoming the most disappointing transfer in Pompey's history.
I think history's a bit fucking far.
Can you think of one that's more disappointing than Chaplin?
I suppose it's not how bad they are. It's the level of expectation, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I don't mean. The worst transfer of all time, the most disappointing. Like Marcus was not only bad, but he was disappointing. I can remember being buzzing when we signed him.
Yeah,
and we got this mad striker, and then he was shit and disappointing. With Chaplin, he's not shit; he's just disappointed. And I can't think of a transfer more disappointing than him.
Let us know. Comment on either on here or on your podcast platform. Give it a comment and let us know. who it is.
If there is, I'm struggling to think. The hype around it. The Twitter was in a different, happiest place I've seen it for a while. After a summer of just moaning, everyone I spoke to was buzzing. Everyone couldn't wait, and everyone's now like, okay, we can't give him any more excuses other than put him in the 10 and let's see what he can do. Yeah, so there might be a hot take, but I generally, can you two think of a more disappointing transfer?
Not off the top of my head.
Yeah, so
I'd have to think. I'd have to do some research.
Defoe?
Maybe.
No, that wasn't even disappointing though. At least he still
The
gave
way
us
he
something,
left
didn't he?
disappointing though, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that's the thing. I suppose when you're talking about disappointing transfers and stuff like that, it depends on your what you're looking at. Are you looking at what's on the pitch, or are you looking at how they conducted themselves off the pitch? Do you know what I mean?
Well, he purposely missed that penalty. I know he did.
Yeah.
Callum Lang, difficult. What?
Actually, a 5 just because nothing.
Was it 3
of him.
games he's played?
Yeah.
Is it about 3 games he's played in it?
Not even that, wasn't it? It was like a game and a half.
Can't even think when he went off.
Because it was against Norwich, wasn't it? When our first home game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that was our second game of the season.
He played a game and what, like 20 minutes?
I'll give him a 6 because he was one of our best players against Oxford. So.
Yeah.
Bishop?
5.
Yeah, as much as
He's only got 1 goal in 10 games. He needs to be scoring more, but also some of it's not down to him.
Yeah. As much as it kills me, I'd have to agree.
I'm going to go 6 because I just don't think he's had enough chances to, apart from the penalty, obviously, against Norwich. How many chances has he had to score? That's the problem, I think.
Yeah. I don't think Waddingham's played.
No.
No, so I won't bother with him. And then it's just Kirk.
I'd give him 7. He's surprised me so far. He's made an impact. He offers something completely different in running in behind, being on the edge of the defensive line, going in behind. Looks pretty confident at the minute. Obviously got his first goal against Cov. Yeah.
I'm going to go a good 6.
Okay. I'd go with 6, but pushing a 7. Messina.
6.
For looks, 10. Yeah, no, I've got to it's really painful, but yeah, I'd have to go with 6 as well. I think there's
the low 6 for me. He's pushing a 5 for me at the moment. My love for him is keeping him higher than probably what he's actually, if you're just basing it on this season, deserves doing. And then so let's look at Hughes with his transfers. Are we still happy with what he's brought in?
It's too early. I think it's too early for that.
Still too early. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't like. The thing is, this problem is that because I know the whole Mark Kononovskis and Luke LaRue and people were saying that how they not got an opportunity. Is it bad recruitment and that kind of stuff? I don't know. I can't work out whether it is or not. Because I think it's just the fact that they haven't been given, I think it's the fact that the likes of Chaplin and Swift and that lot have come in, where they kind of feel they might have to play them rather than the other two.
Well, I think what people also forget with Kozanovsky and LaRue is they've been given 3-year contracts. They weren't necessarily brought in to make the impact straight away. They're sort of players, I think, I don't think they were brought in to start, if that makes sense.
Mm.
Maybe in time they will.
No, I agree.
Yeah, so that's it. But if I had to say to you, everyone's fit, quickly just say 11.
Everyone's completely fit.
Everyone's fit. You're John Messino. Formation, and who you're starting.
Well, formation's going to be a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3, isn't it? Because that's what he plays, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're Messino. Tell me what your formation and
Well, Schmid in goal, Williams right back, Knight, Shaughnessy, Ogilvie, Dazelle, Pack, Sega's in the 10, Murphy on the left, Lang on the right, and Bishop up front. But I don't like Lang being on the right. We need to go. We said about left back. We have to go and get a starting out and out right winger.
And then leave 4 players to kill each other to play in the 10.
I don't care, mate. It doesn't matter.
For me, it'd be Schmid, then Ogilvie left back, Shaughnessy and Paul.
Oh, you're going the wrong way.
No, I was going left back because I was obviously left back over because I was left back.
Left back in the fucking car park.
Hey.
Where was I? Conor Ogilvie, Shaughnessy, Paul, Devlin right back. I'd go like what I would have done at the start of the season to what I'm doing now is different. Like, but I'd have Dazelle and Pack in the 10. I'd have Lang out on the left, Murphy obviously out on the right. Actually, shit, what am I doing?
You still got Segacic.
No, I've not forgot Segacic, but I was just thinking I'd rather Lang in the 10, but then I'm thinking who's out on the right?
Segacic?
Segacic out on the right, and then Bishop up top.
So my back 5, including the goalies, the same as yours. Daz has the rest as I agree with you. I would have Sega's in the 10 because that's where he's the best at. And as much as I love Chaplin, Sega's is the future where he needs to be the one to concentrate on.
Yeah.
He's that one that, I've said it before, that if he has a good year or 2, can elevate us to the next level of selling him.
Yeah. Thing is, it should be right now. All 3 of us should be saying Chaplin in the 10.
No,
because of no. Listen, I'm not saying that's what it is, but that's what it should be. Like if you compare, like
I can guarantee you, the moment we signed him, we all would have put him as a 10.
Yeah, but that's the thing. We should all be saying Chaplin 10 because that's what it should be from him coming over from Ipswich. The seasons that he's had since leaving us, like we've been begging for him to come back, and now he's come back. As you said, Russ, it's been really disappointing. But in reality, Chaplin should be the 10. He should be the 10. If you look at the player and what each player has done, we should all be saying Chaplin 10, but we're not, which is sad because
It's
like,
yeah.
It is sad, but here we are. That's the way football runs and the way life goes, isn't it? So,
like, he's not officially the most, in my eyes, disappointing transfer of all time because there is time. But he needs to step up. But he also needs to be put in the right position. It's a 50-50. You put him in the 10 and he sucks, that's on him.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I'm always one with like saying no regrets, like give people those opportunities. And if they do fuck them up, then at least you know you've given everything and you've tried it.
I just think
when you don't try something, it's always what if.
We got 3 games coming up. He has to start 1 in the 10.
At least.
Yeah. Give him the 10 for 1 or 2, and then if it ain't working, put Swift back there. Simple as that. Until Lang or Segacic come back after the international break.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Are we having the best time of the week now, or
let's do it?
You going for a wank?
Oh, I always do whilst you do these, by the way.
I've had 2 while we've been on it.
I wondered what that noise was.
Yeah.
I thought your missus was just really happy that we're doing well. That's right. It's Russ's favourite time of the week. It's Harry's Who Am I? So here we go. Clue number 1. I made only 9 appearances for Pompey.
And that narrows it down to about 20,000 players.
It could be someone this season.
Yeah. Wow. I'm going to go for like a player that was sort of the first League Two season, because I said, well,
What about like the 12, 13, 50 players or 60
yeah,
used?
this could be anyone. We just have to guess, don't we? Really, because there's nothing to go
This
off.
is what you're good at. You're really good at a Hail Mary, though.
Trying to think of his name. Striker. John Akinde.
I'm going to go. Where's Thomas?
We had West Thomas before.
Might have done. Clue number 2. I played with Paul Walsh, Teddy Sheringham, and Jason Dezelle.
Oh wow! Wow.
That's
Okay.
Spurs, then, isn't it? You'd like to think.
So Paul Walsh could have obviously been at Liverpool as well, couldn't he?
Liverpool, City,
City.
Charlton.
Oh. Was he at Charlton? Was he?
Yeah, that was. I think that's where he started, wasn't it? Charlton, then he went to Liverpool.
So got him, Jason Dezelle.
Jason Dezelle was what? Spurs, QPR.
Yeah.
And then Sheringham is Millwall, Forest,
United.
Spurs,
QPR.
United, West Ham, Colchester.
Fucking everyone.
Yeah.
He's the king of Deansgate.
But they all link to Spurs. So maybe it's worth having a Spurs player in mind.
So we're talking like 90s, aren't we?
If they played with Paul Walsh, he retired with us in what, 95, 6?
Mm.
It's got to be an early 90s player. Who do we get on loan? Do we get anyone on loan?
Jesus, that's like I.
What about
when it came to loans?
Did Gary Stevens play for us?
Gary Stevens.
Was he a Spurs player?
Gary Stevens was he at Derby as well? Gary Stevens.
I'm completely wrong. My dad's probably laughing at me right now.
We all are.
I'm sure he played for Spurs and Pompey. I'm just going to say him, Gary Stevens. I'll have a look afterwards.
Oh my god, I'm just trying to think. Jason Cundy.
That's a good shout. Oh, nice one, brilliant.
Good boy.
That's a great one. Well done.
Because the kit I had in my mind. I had the Hewlett Packard. I know they've been sponsored by Hewlett Packard a few times.
The Spurs kit.
Yeah, and because I was just trying, I had someone's image in my head, and then I was like, who's doing that? And I thought, yes.
So I'm assuming they were all at Spurs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last 2 clues was I made only 146 appearances, scoring 9 goals. That's all he had in 12 years.
Fuck off.
Yeah, mate, he was injured for most of it, so he only played. He retired at Pompey, didn't he? Because of his knee injury. And then my last clue would have been I am 55 years old, but act like a child.
Didn't he score like one hell of an own goal once?
Yeah, like a 40-yarder.
Yeah, but didn't he also score a slide tackle? Was that him?
I think that was it. That was the slide tackle.
That was for Spurs, though. That wasn't an own goal.
But was that him? It was.
Yeah, he scored. It was against Ipswich.
Yeah, and he did a slide tackle, and it from the halfway line, and it went in. Yeah.
Don't. I will end it.
I know.
I've got a picture of him somewhere. She's probably long gone now. Of me as a kid having a picture of Jason Cundy, and
Or you.
if only I'd known then what a knobhead he is. I don't know.
There we go. Done.
Lovely.
Well, we got any other business?
No business. I need to go and watch Traitors.
No, we got lots to talk about. No, I want to go watch it too. All right.
Oh, you watch it too?
Yeah, of course I do.
Oh, mate, how useless are they? They've been so useless until last night.
Been useless, absolutely useless, mate. But Alan Carr has just made the whole series for me.
He's so funny. To be fair, Kat has actually been so good because no one suspected her.
No, except from Nick.
Apart from Nick.
Dad just sounds like he's got no idea what we're talking about.
I'm just washing my hair at the moment.
Do you not watch it, Daz?
Nah, I've not, like, because
This is
my other half. We were talking about watching it, but it was one of these things where it's sort of, we were talking about watching it, and then all of a sudden it's like 3 or 4 episodes deep, and we're like, this can't be arsed.
So this is the first time we've watched it. We haven't watched any of the original ones.
No, but I mean as in like this season and stuff like that.
No, I know, but we haven't tried Traitors before. But then it was Celebrity One was like, we'll give it a go, and we're like hooked. So hopefully we'll like it when it's the normal one.
The Australian ones are brilliant and all.
Oh, mate, don't say that.
Oh, they are.
When you go, when they get around the round table and they kick them out, I go, I'm a faithful. Oh, mate, don't say that. I've punched blokes in the mouth for saying things like that.
I'm more of a Married at First Sight or Love Triangle kind of guy.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
But again, the Australian version's really good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Maths Australia is the only one I'll watch.
Yeah. We've been watching the English one, being the other half, but it's a big fan. Like Love Triangle is pretty good as well. I don't know if you've watched it, but
no,
it's pretty sick.
So don't watch the American one; it's horrendous. Watch the Australian and our one.
All right, I will.
Yeah, and also watch the Real Housewives of Cheshire.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Don't tell me to watch that shit, Jesus!
I'm joking. I've not actually watched that.
You definitely haven't. I bet you pick it. I bet your missus isn't the one that picks it. You go, oh, can we watch Real Housewives of Cheshire?
I'm like, keeping up with the Kardashians, new episodes out if you want to watch it.
God almighty.
Oh, I think that's enough. Of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Can you
or actually, there's a new one called Keeping Up with the Killips. It's Ben Killip and his kids.
I thought you were going to say Keeping Up with Swift then.
No.
It's just Ben Killip and his look at how much can we get him to look like Nico Schmid?
He's got posters on the wall.
What I love about that is that fact that you had loads of scummers saying like when they subbed off Schmid for Killip, they were like, that's the same keeper.
Well, everyone did, even people that like got nothing to do with either club were like,
yeah. And we're like, trust me, it's not the same keeper.
Yeah, it's weird that none of us have ever mentioned it. Like Pompey fans, no one's ever mentioned it, and yet I've thought it all the time. But when no one ever said it, I was like, I don't want to say it because I think I'll sound like an idiot.
Well, that's why I ended up saying that Bursick is literally Matt Clark with hair.
Say it with your chest. Just say it with your chest.
And then all of a sudden, the scum game happened, and that's all you saw was.
Yeah.
And I was out. So
we've all three of our keepers. Obviously, Jordan Archer's still here, but not registered. All three of them are blonde hair.
They're the same keeper.
Literally a variation of the same guy.
They are.
Wow. There goes to say what Hughes and John see in a keeper.
Yeah.
But
maybe Joe Perdomo's decided he only wants blonde-haired keepers, and that's why Archer's been left out. He's going grey, isn't he? So he's like, off you go.
I don't know. Right, we're getting silly now.
Yeah, but anyway, safe journey to all those going up to Birmingham. And
good luck, I'd say.
Good luck as well. And then obviously we'll see you, the rest of you lot, at Fratton Park on is it Wednesday or Tuesday?
It's Wednesday.
Wednesday, Grandad.
Wednesday. And obviously, as Has said earlier, make sure if you're going to the game, get there nice and early so we can, like always, show good remembrance and show our respects and that kind of stuff. So then hopefully we could come back here next week and be 6 points better off. But obviously, until then, see you next week and up the Blues.